Hello. 2023 is a big year at Wheatland Electric. That's because we're celebrating 75 years since the inception of our cooperative in 1948. That's when 9 visionary Western Kansans took matters into their own hands to bring reliable and affordable electricity to our region. Electricity to light our homes, water our farmlands, and transform us into the economically thriving region we call home today. I'm Bruce Miller, CEO and General Manager of Wheatland Electric Cooperative, Inc., and I'd like to welcome you today to our 2023 annual meeting celebrating 75 years, and I hope you feel the power of our past, present, and tomorrow. Members are joining us today from 7 remote meeting locations across our service territory to increase transparency for our members and to allow for more member participation. As we look back on 2022, I'm excited for you to hear our story. It was a year filled with new ideas, new opportunities, new initiatives, and a renewed sense of commitment to the membership we serve. You'll learn more about how Wheatland is protecting our co-op service territory, cybersecurity, and our new substation protection plan. We'll also be sharing with you the improvements made at our facilities to ensure employee and member safety. And we'll also touch on how we continue to enhance the lives of our members and serve the long-term interest of the communities we serve.
Hello, I'm Jim McVeigh. I am the Assistant General Manager and the General Counsel at Wheatland. Today, I'd like to share information regarding Wheatland's legal efforts over the past several years that had a significant impact on Wheatland's financial position in 2022 and again in 2023. As Wheatland's members, owners, you'll see how we are protecting your co-op's assigned service territory. This began in 2017 when Wheatland's General Manager, Bruce Miller, started a new initiative to protect Wheatland's assigned service territory. By law, Wheatland is assigned a specific electric service territory by the Kansas Corporation Commission. In that territory, only Wheatland is allowed to serve members. The first emphasis in this new initiative was to lobby the Kansas legislature to change the law that would require Kansas municipalities to pay just compensation when it annexes any rural electric cooperative's assigned service territory into the city limits. The old law made it more difficult to keep low electric rates in rural Kansas because after annexation, a cooperative had fewer members and customers to spread out the cost of electric service. A second focus of this new initiative was to field audit the surrounding area of Garden City to ensure that Garden City was not violating the law by serving customers in Wheatland's assigned service territory. Surprisingly, this audit showed that Garden City was violating Wheatland's assigned electric service territory at several locations near the Garden City corporate limits. At first, Wheatland attempted to negotiate with Garden City. These were areas that Garden City knew it had no right to serve. These negotiations were successful except for in 3 instances in which the city refused to vacate its service to customers that should have been members of Wheatland. Wheatland was forced to file suit to protect the service territory that Wheatland had held since 1959. This suit was highly successful. It took a few years, but when this suit wound its way through the court system, in 2022, Wheatland obtained a judgment in its favor against Garden City in the amount of approximately $9.4 million. Through a payment received in 2022 and another in January 2023, Wheatland recovered the full amount, including interest. Wheatland's management determined that this full amount should be used to pay long-term debt. This has and will continue to have a positive effect on Wheatland's financial position for years to come. It will also help us continue our mission of delivering energy for life. Thank you for your attention, and please enjoy the remainder of your annual meeting.
Good afternoon. I am Jevin Castleman, Director of Information Technology for Wheatland Electric. Today I'm going to talk to you about substations, which are critical components of the electrical grid. These facilities are responsible for transforming and distributing electricity from high voltage power lines to lower voltage distribution networks. As a result, they play a crucial role in ensuring the reliability and stability of the electrical grid. However, their importance also makes them potential targets for cyber and terrorism threats. Therefore, ensuring the security of substations is of utmost importance. Cyber threats could come in the form of malicious software, phishing emails, or hacking attempts. An attacker could exploit system vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access to the substation's network and control systems, leading to power outages and equipment damage. This highlights the importance of implementing a robust cybersecurity measure to protect against these threats. Terrorist attacks on substations could also cause widespread power outages, leading to disruption of essential services and even economic loss for long periods of time. Substation transformers are very costly, so you don't usually have a spare sitting around. Repair or replacement of these transformers can take upwards of 18 to 36 months, leaving a strain on the utility to supply power. At Wheatland, we take these threats very seriously and have implemented controls to help ensure the safety of our substations and the electrical grid. Utilizing access controls as well as physical security measures, we are providing a security barrier to keep the threat actors out and our systems secure. You, the co-op member, can also assist us in this endeavor. Be on the lookout. If you see suspicious activity in or around any of Wheatland's substations, do not hesitate to call law enforcement and notify them of any suspicious activity. In conclusion, the security of a substation is essential for the stability and reliability of the electrical grid. Cyber and terrorism threats are real and can cause real harm to our way of life. If you have questions or would like to discuss these items in more detail, please feel free to reach out.
Good afternoon. My name is Luke West, and I'm the Director of Corporate Services and Water here at Wheatland Electric. I'd like to update everyone about some of our facility improvements in recent years and how these projects have enhanced not only our safety culture, but also improved our ability to serve our membership as well. Wheatland completed 2 larger projects this past year at our Scott City and Leota offices. The primary objectives that we set out to achieve with these projects were to provide added security measures that could guard against the potential for unwelcomed intruders and armed threats, and also to enhance access, communications, and ergonomics for both our customer service representatives and our members. To accomplish our first objective, new hardened solid core doors with card swipe locks and new bullet-resistant glass and bullet-resistant wall panels were installed inside the member foyer and customer service representative work areas. For our second objective, we installed ergonomic enhancements for customer service representatives, including new equipment and new counters. This new equipment provides options for representatives to either sit or stand while carrying out their daily tasks. New casework, new lighting, new chairs, new carpet, and new paint were a few of the other improvements that greatly contributed into making this working environment less strenuous, more productive, more comfortable, and ultimately more safe for our employees. In order to enhance access and communications for our co-op membership, we also installed payment kiosks inside our foyers. These kiosks, which have now been installed across all district offices, provide greater access and enhanced payment options for members like you. Installation of electronic speaker ports was another enhancement for communications. These adjustable speakers allow our customer service representatives and our members to communicate more clearly through the new glass. These speakers have now been installed at all our other district offices as well. Regarding the Leota project, I'd also like to point to the addition of a new automatic door opener, which provides easy and better access for anyone with mobility challenges. As part of a smaller project at our Harper location, this office also recently received a few improvements as well. We replaced the drive-up payment drawer, which ultimately helped resolve many access and ergonomic related issues not only for our employees, but for our membership as well. The addition of these added security measures have now been fully implemented at all 7 district office locations, and we'll continue to implement and improve ergonomic needs at all offices for helping to create a more flexible and safer work environment for all. If you have questions or would like to discuss these items in more detail, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
"2022 was our biggest, brightest, and best year yet." Hi, I'm Allie Conine, Director of Member Services and Corporate Communications. At Wheatland, we've always put the good of our community first. While our primary function is to provide services that are safe, reliable, and competitively priced, we are more than an electric provider. As a cooperative, we strive to enhance the lives of our members and serve the long-term interests of the communities we serve. And today, I'm going to share what we've been doing to improve the lives of our members, just like you. We did at Wheatland. For the 9th year in a row, we raised a record-breaking number of donations during Cram the Van. In 2022, we sought out to think big and bring big energy across Southwest and Central Kansas. Thanks to our generous members, sponsors, schools, and other community partners across our Southwest and Central Kansas territory, we were able to collect a total of 54,599 pounds for a dozen local food banks. That total, just over 27 tons, was a 22% increase over our 2021 collection of 44,576 pounds, and that brings our combined 9-year food drive total to 226,908 pounds, or just over 113 tons of food. In 2014, our inaugural year, our food drive collected 6,615 pounds of food. Our 2022 We Think Big campaign comprised 10 in-person donation events across our service territory between September and November, where we brought our big energy and big ideas to the forefront of our food drive. Speaking of big ideas, this year, 2023, is a special year for Wheatland, not only because it marks 75 years since our inception, but it will also mark a decade of our Cram the Van food drive. And this year, we are thinking even bigger. Wheatland is excited to announce that we are committing $50,000 to help power the pantry this fall. We've said it before and we'll say it again. The way we do things might change, but our why remains the same. That's because, as a cooperative, concern for community is one of our governing principles. We work daily for the sustainable development of our communities through policies supported by our members. And I can assure you that you will feel the power as Wheatland powers the pantry with a $50,000 commitment in 2023. There's no doubt about it, 2022 was a standout year. I hope you feel the power of your cooperative as I share what powered us through the year. We returned a record $2.25 million in capital credits to our membership. We had record attendance, 501 members at our 74th annual meeting. We hosted new events for our young adult members, including free food at Great Bend Batcats and Garden City Wind baseball games, and a highly successful chamber business after hours at Dry Lake Brewing in Great Bend. In 2022, we began offering tours of our outdoor green space at our new Great Bend facility. We've had about 150 visitors so far come and learn more about renewable energy through the wind, solar, and water resources that power the small park. We distributed $1,000 grants to 25 community-based organizations throughout our Southwest and Central Kansas service territory to bolster deserving projects and improve the quality of life for the communities we serve. Line crews hosted 30 safety demos to educate everyone from school-aged children to critical first responders like EMTs and firefighters on staying safe around power lines. 43 Wheatland employees and trustees sponsored a record number of 105 kids for St. Francis Ministries' Christmas for Kids. Wheatland also awarded a $1,000 Sharing Success grant to fulfill additional wish lists for foster kids in need. Wheatland secured $9.4 million in funds following a years-long legal battle to protect our co-op service territory. Wheatland put Southwest and Central Kansas on the national EV map by installing 2 ChargePoint public charging stations at our Garden City and Great Bend office locations. In 2022, our inaugural year, we had at least 254 individual charging sessions by 164 unique drivers. And we hosted 8 public ride and drive events so members could get behind the wheel of our electric Hyundai Kona and discover the power of driving electric. And for the second consecutive year, the Member Services team received national recognition from the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association, or NRECA. Our team took home a Silver Spotlight on Excellence Award for the best annual report. We continue to put Wheatland on the map at the national level. 2022 was a year filled with new ideas, new opportunities, new initiatives, and a renewed sense of commitment to the membership we serve. We'll keep moving forward as we prepare for an even more powerful tomorrow. And we look forward to powering the pantry this fall to serve our communities and empower the lives of our members.
Overall, when we look at our performance in 2022, we've had an exceptional year. We secured $9.4 million in funds following a years-long battle with the City of Garden City to protect our co-op service territory. We also sold Sunflower Electric Power Corporation our 2nd Street warehouse in Great Bend once our new Great Bend facility was completed. These two transactions, along with a capital credit payment from Sunflower Electric, allowed Wheatland to pay off long-term debt in the amount of $19 million. This prepayment of this long-term debt equates to $17.8 million savings in long-term interest expense. Speaking of capital credits, we returned our largest capital credits payout, $2.25 million, to our membership. Eligible members from 1989, 1990, and 2021 were presented checks at our capital credit harvest days in December. This marks 6 consecutive years, totaling $7.25 million returned to our membership. It is our responsibility to ensure that we do not expend the opportunity to create an even more stable and sustainable foundation for success. We are well positioned to deliver on our vision of providing essential services that are safe, reliable, and competitively priced to enhance the lives of our members. I'm happy to announce that Wheatland is budgeted to retire $1 million in capital credits in December of 2023. I say budgeted, barring any unforeseen circumstances that could change these plans. Day in and day out, our employees work tirelessly to make sure that when you flip that switch, the power is yours instantly. But behind the scenes is a powerful system at play and a team of professionals at work, inspecting and replacing our poles and wires daily, using sophisticated mapping systems and technology to ensure safe and reliable service, testing and inspecting meters for accuracy and dependability, answering your questions and anticipating your energy needs, collaborating with community leaders to encourage economic growth across our service territory, and braving the elements during unexpected events so that power is restored when you need it most. And that's just a snapshot. Look around the room here and at the remote locations for the Wheatland employees wearing Wheatland apparel. Let's take a minute and recognize the employees of Wheatland Electric. As the 5th General Manager and CEO to serve Wheatland Electric, I'm proud and humbled to lead an organization that has stayed true to its original mission from 1948, to make electric energy available to all its members at the lowest cost, consistent with sound economy and good judgment. Our commitment to our core principles remains as steadfast today as it was decades ago. How we deliver services might look a little different today, but we still aim to improve the quality of our members' lives, which allows us to stay true to our current mission of delivering energy for life. I can't end this story without a mention of safety. Here at Wheatland, we expect and require employees to work safely. We focus on safety training daily, so all of our employees are ready to work each day in a safe manner. The most important thing to me is for all employees to return home safely to their families and loved ones each day. On behalf of all your co-op employees and the Wheatland Electric Board of Trustees, we hope you enjoy our annual meeting celebrating 75 years and celebrating you, our members. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve all of you. Until next time, take care.